Hi, this is Polly the Ranger, and today we are going to search out a fun member of the forest or roadsides, poison ivy. Now, poison ivy usually grows out in sunny, barren places, but you can find it deep in the woods too. And leaves of 3 doesn't always mean it's poison ivy. You could be killing an innocent plant. When in doubt, dodge it. Because there are some that are actually quite beneficial and some you're able to actually eat. But please don't eat anything unless you know exactly what you're doing. Well, can I say I have my Indiana Jones cap on? I look good, don't I? It's actually to keep the sun off my neck, and it was an excuse to get an Indiana Jones cap. Okay, I'm going to show you a variety of plants, and we're going to come back to it, and we'll see if you can spot the poison ivy. Now, I can't reverse this, but I'm going to turn the camera around. So here we go. Okay, I know that was kind of a slow scan, and in Minnesota we're actually experiencing an earthquake right now. No, some construction going on. Anyway, in that field, there were 2 separate poison ivy plants. Now, they can be dark green, light green. They can have serrated leaves of 3. They cannot. They can be really glossy. They may not. In the fall and early spring, you will see green berries growing on the plant, and that's how a lot of animals actually help poison ivy spread, because they eat the green berries, and out it comes the other side of their mouth, and plants poison ivy. So we are actually going to look at the poison ivy. Now, again, I passed over it twice. One was in the shade, and let's see, I want to get up here without actually touching it myself. Can you see this? That is poison ivy. So you can see the leaves of 3, and you can see how there's just some serration to it. When you take a look at this is a type of elm, I would guess, and that has many notches in it. Over here, this is a Virginia creeper. Sometimes you'll see it vining out. Sometimes you'll just see it like this. And it can give some properties that are like rashes, but they typically don't. Here is basically another bush, and I'm not sure what it is right now, but it is not poison ivy. But there's poison ivy again, too. And you can see it's right by another 3-leaf plant. And it's not poison ivy. The other one that I passed over, I want to make sure we get, and make sure I don't step on, is over here. And I don't know if you can see it yet. Oh, actually, here's another one I found before I step into it. Right here. But the other ones are right there. So you can tell that what they look like. And this one right here is actually wild strawberry. So you can see that is, again, leaves of 3, has some serration, but it does on the leaves, but it's not our jolly friend poison ivy. There are other plants that look like poison ivy too, and I'm trying to look around and see if I can find some. There's one called, here it is. It's called hog peanut. And it also looks like a miniature version of poison ivy. And here it is. Right there. And you can see in there, leaves of 3. They're kind of rounded. They may be rounded, poison ivy. And heck, I'm just touching in here. See that right there? It's poison ivy. So that's why when you're in the outdoors, and you know there may be poison ivy, be extremely careful on where you walk. It's part of why I'm a bit sweaty right now. I'm out in the sun and scouring our woods, just get rid of all poison ivy. Poison ivy, of course, is dangerous in all of its forms year-round. Its oil, even if it touches something else, can cause skin rashes or dermatitis to your skin. So, and it even lasts, I've read, up to 100 or more years if the oil is on a log, for example, and you have a campfire with that log or grab that log. So poison ivy is really, it's really a nasty plant. So do your best out there. I hope I've given you a little bit of an example of some leaves of 3 and poison ivy that you can see out there in the wild and hopefully avoid. If you do run across poison ivy in a not so pleasant way, arms, legs, that kind of thing, all you do is try to get soap and water to it as quickly as you can to wash it off, and then it'll go, you shouldn't get any poison ivy. If it does blister up, don't pop the blisters, but put something on there like a Caladryl or calamine lotion, that kind of thing. There's a few other products out there too, but those are usually the good ones. But washing it off right away, get those oils off, usually does the trick. And certainly, like for me, I will be washing these pants because I've touched likely poison ivy and I don't even know it. So it's that sensitive. But again, with that, enjoy the great outdoors. Well, except for poison ivy.